Bonjour. Bonjour, je m'appelle Taylor Momsen from The Pretty Reckless, and you are watching... Fuck. Ados.fr. Hi, I'm Taylor Momsen, and you are watching ados.fr.
How long have you been doing music?
I mean, I've been writing songs since I was 5 and singing since I can remember, so my whole life. We worked on this record for about 2 years, though, I'd say, before it was finally finished.
And how do you write?
This record, Light Me Up, was, I mean, most of it was written at night, because I was just from technicality, so I was working on Gossip Girl during the day, so then the whole record was recorded and written when I was done at my day job, you know, so that's kind of interesting. And I didn't sleep very much. I was working pretty much 23 hours, like literally around the clock, so got about an hour of sleep a night, and I'm sure it definitely added to the madness.
What is your typical day?
Well, my typical day keeps changing. When we're on tour, I mean, a typical day is go to radio in the morning, and then come back to the bus, and then have some more press before the show, and then the show, play the show, or sound check is in there, then play the show, then do some more press, meet the fans afterwards, and then get back on the bus and sleep and drive to the next city.
You said, I didn't choose acting or modeling, I got thrown into it.
I mean, I started acting, and I started modeling at 2 and acting at 3, so I started, you know, you're not making your own decisions when you're that young. You know, I didn't mean that as a negative statement. It was just, you know, music was the thing that I chose, that, you know, I'm now making my decisions on my life, and I, you know, it's something that I want to do. So it's something that I picked, you know, whereas acting is something I've just done my whole life because I started so young. To say I'd never act again is too brash of a statement, you know, it's something I've done my whole life, but it's certainly not what I'm thinking of. It's not even on my radar.
This is rude, I mean, to work and it was not your choice.
Sure, but I mean, I wouldn't call it, I mean, not rude, I just, you know, it's what I was. It's how I grew up, so I mean, I don't really think about it other than that's the life I lived, and it was, you know, you don't know any different if that's what you're doing when you're that young, you know, so. I like where I am now, so I don't, you know, no regrets. I like what I'm doing now, and you know, everything I've done prior to this has gotten to me to where I am today, so, you know, I'm thankful for that.
Your style is very dark. Can you explain us why?
I don't know. I've always gravitated towards black. No real reason. It's just what I feel comfortable in. I've kind of dressed the same way for quite some time. I mean, just not in the public eye. I mean, there was a period where I was dressed by a stylist and, you know, was wearing a lot of pink, but I wasn't picking out those outfits. If you look at my my photos from, you know, when I'm at home, I always had dark eye makeup and black clothes and, you know, combat boots and whatever. That's just kind of how I always dressed.
Of course, this is because we used to see you as Jenny.
Yeah, I'm not Jenny Humphrey, you know, I'm a different person, so I'm very different from my character I play on TV.
What kind of teenager you were at school?
Well, I didn't really go to school. I mean, I was homeschooled a lot, and I graduated high school 2 years early, so, I mean, when I was in school, I was kind of a loner. I didn't have a lot of friends. Was in and out. I mean, I was in and out so much. Like, I mean, even when I was in school, I was traveling so much, so I'd be there for a week and then be gone for 2 months and then come back, you know. So I would say, you know, a loner. That's kind of the awkward, weird kid, I guess. I don't know.
Did you have time to date guys?
Sure. Yeah, you know, ish.
Why does it mean ish?
Sort of. I mean, I don't like to talk about my personal life very much, so I tend to skip over those questions. I like to be ambiguous.
Here we are, and I can't think from all the pills, hey.
Let's talk about your dressing style. What do you like to wear? Corset, leather? Tell me anything about this.
Yeah, I love contrasting fabrics and colors. I mean, my wardrobe's pretty much all dark or really light. Like, I have a lot of black and a lot of white. But I love, I don't know, thigh highs are a part of my regular everyday wear. I have about so many different pairs of tights. I love leather. I love lace. I don't know. Corsets on stage tends to be my staged attire, but which is really just kind of a more extreme version of what I wear in my everyday life. But I don't know. I tend to wear dresses more than pants, dresses or shirts as dresses or skirts or something.
Do people recognize you in the streets? I mean,
yes. It's crazy, particularly here in Paris. It's insane. Oh yeah, it's definitely. I mean, it's awesome. It's definitely surreal. It never gets normal. Well, here it's usually kind of more of a fluster because I think the language barrier. But it's, oh my gosh, hi, how are you? You know, the little English that fans know. But it's awesome.
You like to be famous?
I mean, the goal is never to be famous. The goal is to be successful. Fame is fleeting, you know, and it's not real in a lot of ways. So I try not to think about it that way. It's the goal is longevity and success in, you know, whatever it is that I'm doing. So I mean, hopefully long term it's success in music, that people like your music and like your records and want to come see your show. But it's not about being famous to me at all. You know, that's not why I do this.
Why do you think so many teenagers want to become actors and singers and artistic persons?
Well, I think any art form is, you know, I think it's great, and I think that people, you know, it's good to be able to express yourself, and I think, you know, acting and music and painting and all of the, you know, every art form is a great thing, and I think people should explore it but work on it. Know that it's a job and it's not easy, you know, and it's a very, very difficult industry. So if you're making that decision to get into it, then cool, good luck to you. But know that there's a lot of rejection. You got to have really tough skin, and you have to really want it more than anything in the world. Like, you have to care about what you do and love what you do so much that nothing else matters.
So soon, like a bottle of fame.
What's the favorite song of your album?
I can't pick a favorite song. It's like asking me to pick a favorite kid. You know, you're asking a parent to pick a favorite kid. You just can't do that. They're all my babies. You know. I mean, live we really enjoy. I mean, I love playing, like, Since You're Gone is one of my favorite songs to play live. But I can't. Medicine's really fun live too. My Medicine. But I can't pick a favorite song. They're all equally as important to me.
Something.
Is that okay?
Yes, it's okay. Thank you very much.